Good day, everyone. Ali Safi here from Safi Financial Network. Today is January 19, 2024. Here is another weekly wrap, weekly edition for the market. Market had a fantastic week. Actually, it went all the way up to new all-time high for S&P 500, Nasdaq, and semiconductors index as well as MH. So we will cover a lot in today's video, and I'm gonna just cover again what's happening to the market and how we're gonna position ourselves, because it is very, very important for the market and for the investors and traders how they position within this time frame, because uh, everyone was kind of like a bearish last year. We were kind of like a bullish and at the beginning of the year, so we see like a choppy sloppy consolidation all the way to the March, but after March bottom, market went all the way up to August. We had a multi-months, I should say 2 months corrective move, actually 3 months corrective move to the downside until October 27. So October 27, market again find a bottom nicely here, and then moving back all the way up to here to new all-time high today. So the entire last year market was pretty bearish and market just went all the way up here. But this year people are pretty bullish, like it's starting very, very bullish, and it goes higher and higher. Right now we got into new all-time high. So what's the next scenario for the market? Okay, let's start with weekly chart. So this is a weekly chart, and as you see here, all indicators are showing overbought conditions. So overbought means market in a bull trend, you will see lots of overbought condition. But this overbought condition can end to the corrective move, not a crash to the downside. And I'm still looking for a corrective move. I know that lots of you saying, hey, Ali, you were waiting for corrective move this like a January. Yes, still I'm waiting for a correction to get back to the buy, just because this is my type of trading and this is type of my style. I'm not chasing the market right now. This is a good bullish consolidation, 2 weeks. I was looking for kind of like a corrective move to here for a next buying opportunity, but it didn't give any opportunity, obviously. So market just go into new all-time high this week. But I should say this is pretty fragile. Again, if you see some kind of like a movement for the market to the downside because of the earnings and because of lots of geopolitical tensions, don't be surprised. But price wise, we are in a bullish momentum. This is absolutely parabolic move to the upside. And even if you go to monthly chart, so let me show you monthly chart here. So when I see this, I should say I'm pretty cautious about the market right now, because we are kind of like getting into euphoria phase that a market is going higher and higher. And as you know here, this is my forecast for 2024, that we are getting close to the top information here. But after that, we can see end up to the prolonged corrective move all the way to the downside. So this is my forecast. And when we are getting closer and closer to this top, I'm kind of like a be more alert and cautious. I'm looking for this top happen in June timeframe, June, July, not even in April timeframe. However, I think market will have nice boost to the upside in April time. So still looking for some kind of like a choppy consolidation or even corrective move to the downside. As long as we are above SMA 20 in a monthly chart, we should just think about the buy side, not a short side. So if you just follow my previous videos as well, but right now in a weekly chart, we are kind of like overstretched, overbought. Anyway, if you want to slice it and dice it, and whenever we get this divergence, we will see some kind of like a multiple weeks or even months corrective move to the downside. So still we are above SMA 20, but look at the divergence here. So I'm just looking for a kind of like a correction again to this level, and that would be great if we just test this high for a next rally to the upside. I don't know if this happens next week or even next month, but just be careful about this, because remember, this is a 4-year cycle that we are getting into. So I remember I was kind of like interested in the market. Everyone like looking for kind of like a bearish momentum here because of the top information, but market just going all the way up to the upside. And this is a year 2019 September, market formed the bottom. Look what happens after that. It goes all the way up to February 15th, Valentine, and then February 19th, coming down sharply, COVID crash. So is this the same scenario that we are looking for? I don't know yet, but this is kind of like a 4-year cycle that I'm seeing, and 2-year cycle as well. So 2-year cycle, we will see a top here in 2022 January, and right now 4-year cycle, 2-year cycle, and also on this one, we are getting into important top information. So I don't know if it's gonna be a corrective move or kind of like a crash to the downside. I'm not looking for crash. I'm looking for a kind of like a sharp correction or even a digestive correction to the downside for the next rally, which I think still bull market is not over yet. So bull market, we can have like a 5,200. Right now we are at 48.39. So we will have some kind of like a 400 levels to the upside. But these 400 levels, it takes time to get there. So again, traders are betting on 7 rate cuts. I don't know if they do even rate cuts in first half of the year at all, but maybe 2 rate cuts, even maybe 3. I'm not sure about 3 1, but 2 is gonna be a possible scenario. But market is just betting on the 7 rate cuts, and everything seems like going well with the market. But remember, when it's getting to the corrective move, it can be a sharp sell-off. So always market will have like a volatility at the top. Right now, we will give market benefit of doubt to the upside, and we will see how it goes. But again, how to position yourself? I still keep all my long positions. I start nibbling on the short position. Actually, I hit my stop losses and kind of like a loss today because of the short positions, but still lots of good long positions I have in my investment portfolio, and I don't take them out. I don't scale them out yet, but when it's getting the time, I'm getting into scaling out now. But right now, I'm just looking for kind of like a still volatility to the upside, at least for the May, June timeframe. We can see some kind of like a scaling out or even taking the profit. Right now, bull is there, bull is powerful, but still corrective move can be healthy for the market, which I'm looking for a correction to get into long position. All right, so this is how I'm making my position, or I position myself. But again, this market is pretty tough because lots of people are waiting for correction. It didn't give them correction, and now they're pulling money into this. Lots of people shorting the market because they're saying, okay, this is a very, very too far, too fast, and we are just looking for a short opportunity because this is going down. And today was an example of short squeeze. We got above this level, which is going to be a stop losses, new all-time high, and possible scenario is going to be this pop can have uh, like a more bullish momentum to the upside. But again, I'm just looking for a corrective move, even last week of January or in during February, March. It's going to be a volatile time for the market. Moving on to daily chart. So daily chart, we had obvious pop today. So there is going to be another a potential scenario for 48.48 and 49.08. That's going to be the area that I'm looking for, kind of like a hiccups. I don't know if it's going to go down again or it's kind of like a choppy consolidation. But this choppy consolidation just popped to the upside nicely. We can see a back test and then going up. Again, so lots of choppiness are coming, but this pop was amazing. And if you just see here, this is like a stochastic overbought. Seems like MACD is just giving us another buy signal. But look at the divergence here. This divergence is obvious in MACD, in RSI. So when we are getting like this is the high, this is the next high, and today high, even we don't get any bullish momentum in MACD. So this is an obvious divergence. This is an obvious divergence in lots of indicators. And again, this level could be kind of like the potential reversal scenario for the market. Again, I'm not sure for the next week or so, but this is the area that I'm looking for. Moving on to Nasdaq. which is the next chart. So Nasdaq weekly chart, we had new all-time high today, and this week, obviously, if you remember, we were calling about this nice bull flag, and still we are in a bullish momentum to the upside. We got into the first resistance, easily break out, and it just go above this and hold above this. So I don't know about the next week. So next week we can see some kind of like a panic selling again. There are lots of divergence here, obvious divergence between SMA 20 and also this price here. So we can see some kind of like a drop here, which is going to be fantastic scenario for buy, because this is the level that I'm looking for. The top of this candle here, which is gonna coming along to this a multi-weeks consolidation demand area on a daily basis, and also some A20 is coming. So if you see sharp sell-off coming all the way down to 15,600, that would be a fantastic buying opportunity. Again, waiting for corrective move. I'm not going to chase the market. I just leave my position as is, but if market gives us opportunity, we will take that one. Moving on to daily charts, so obvious pop here. Again, another divergence here in MACD for Nasdaq. Look at that. So this is another one for RSI as well. So again, lots of people are just getting short squeeze, and this is a nice tree drive pattern. If you haven't watched my tree drive video, make sure watch this one. So we are getting into interesting reversal point. 17,300 to 17,800 can be a good reversal point to the downside, top of this candle. Again, looking for this area as a good buying opportunity. And remember, when it comes to technology earnings, everything can happen. We can have like a pop and drop, or drop or pop. So earnings are coming next week. Lots of good companies are going to announce their earnings, and the following week as well. So technology is coming to the market as well. So lots of volatility is going to pick it up, and make sure position yourself on the safe side. Earning can everything happen. Moving on to Dow Jones, which was kind of like interesting. So Dow and financials, actually, they did great today. Dow is getting a pop, new all-time high for Dow Jones. This is pretty interesting. So we have a nice consolidation here. And also, if I want to show you here, here's the stochastic. Look at that. So momentum is down. Momentum is pretty down. RSI momentum is down. MACD is down. But look at that. So this is another possible scenario. Price can go higher even, but if it goes down, it can end up to here, and also this one as well. So this is going to be the top of this area. So still looking for kind of like a bullish momentum next week or so. But if this momentum fails, it's going to fail all the way down to here to the next possible scenario. A weekly chart. Let me go to the weekly chart as well. So weekly chart, still, this is kind of like an aggressive apex pattern here. So if you just see this one, this is the apex pattern still forming there. So we can see another week down, but still it's going to be in this apex pattern. And you know that apex is very, very aggressive pattern, because either breakout could be very, very spiky, and it can go up and down pretty fast. So just be careful on this. And momentum wise, stochastic, we are at a bear momentum here, and RSI is getting to one of those scenarios that we can see Dow is very, very exhaustive. A bull trend here, but look at here. So momentum is going to go down, and when it goes down and it falls off the cliff, can go down easily to these levels. So right now we are just probably at the beginning of this bull momentum, but it's going to be exhaustive move to the upside. So it's not going to be a sharp scenario because we had already sharp scenario. And look at that. So this is gonna like a broke out to the upside. It goes nicely to the upside. And right now we are at new all-time high. Again, be careful seasonally. You should be careful, especially March, February. Lots of volatility is coming to the market as well. Moving on to gold, which kind of like positive today. Not a bad session. Gold still holding up at 2,200. So we had a good session, goes back test this trend line. I should say if it consolidates here, we recaptured SMA 20 and goes to this triangle, that would be pretty bullish. So keep an eye on this level because 2030 to 2040 would be a decisive moment for gold. So I'm just waiting for this to recapture this. But gold traders and investors, I should say, they should be very, very careful and patient about this because this triangle, if it goes down here against 1600, 1800, that could be kind of like a good buying opportunity. But I'm not sure even if it gets there. So if we get above a 2100 in a weekly close, I know you don't like this shadow, but in weekly close, if we get above 2100, that would be pretty bullish signal because it can take off to the roof. 25, 2800 is coming, but we need to get close above 2100. Okay, so weekly chart on gold is showing just a nice consolidation. However, momentum is coming down, and you see that the momentum is down. We need to have a digestive move for gold, still holding up a 2000 area. So as long as we are above 2000 area, should be fine, but not a bad week overall. So it had like a very, very sharp decline, but coming back up nicely. So still holding up this consolidation. I should say more consolidation is coming here, more consolidation until months of April. That would be a fantastic scenario for breakout because I'm looking for a big move in April. I don't know if it's going to be a downside or upside, but I'm looking for, based on my cycles, April is going to be a fantastic move for gold. So it's going to be very, very spiky. Right now, we are just challenging this area. So this is a nice bullish consolidation here. Again, more consolidation, more price to go, more higher price to go. Moving on to crude. So crude just coming down today after yesterday pop. It's gonna be a back test or it's gonna be just a false breakout. And momentum is down. Look at that. The crude momentum is flat. So doesn't go anywhere. RSI just gets strength a bit, but still it is very, very flat. So be careful about this crude because if we get above 76, it's going to be bullish. But if we don't get above 76 and just consolidate here, possible scenario is going to be we are heading back to the downside, which is going to be a fantastic buying opportunity, to be honest, somewhere around here. So I just did my calculation here, right there. So 51 to 53, that's going to be the level that I'm looking for, crude. So even 61 to 65, that would be a nice, but 61 to 63, that could be very, very good potential buying opportunity. All right, so seems like my broker is part of the maintenance, so I don't know if I can see the charts anymore, so I don't know this, but let's move on to individual names, so starting with Bitcoin. So Bitcoin had a positive day, not a bad session. Just compared to the market, Bitcoin was not that aggressive. So technology was heading higher, but Bitcoin actually didn't. So I don't know if this is going to be a backtest of this broken trend line to the downside, which I think it's going to happen. But if this corrective move coming here to March, 36 to 37,000, it's going to be, sorry, February, we can see some kind of like a momentum to the upside, some kind of like a whipsaw, or I should say Bitcoin needs to correct itself before the major move to the upside. I believe Bitcoin can have a good major move to the upside based on this pattern, but we need to have some levels to form the base. And here is going to be the base, 34 to 37,000. That's going to be the area for the Bitcoin. So we will see how it goes. I'm just looking for this area as a good base for Bitcoin for the next corrective move. So we will see how it goes. But right now, I'm just staying on the side. And thanks for the ETF. Now we can trade Bitcoin ETF in the stock market. So it's coming soon as well. Moving on to yield had a pop today. So market was up, yield was up. So this is kind of like a warning signal for the market. Market doesn't pay attention, but eventually they will. January 31st, I believe that's going to be the day. So yield can have a pop to the upside for January 31st. And then we can see why January 31st, because Federal Reserve meeting. So Fed, I'm not sure if it's gonna be a rate cut in January 1st, and probably disappointment is coming to the market by January 31st. So we will see how it goes. Treasury is coming up today. Not a bad session. Hold off for now. 91 to 92 could be a good potential scenario for buy. VIX is coming down, crashing today, 5%. Still holding up a lower low. Dixie coming down today. So Dixie heading down. This is kind of like the target area for Dixie, and it can go down here to this consolidation for another rally. But I should say Dixie is in a bear momentum. So we will see how it goes. I think Dixie will have a chop here, but eventually it can go down the road. Moving on to Magma indicator, which had new all-time high today. A nice move, pop up, going up. Apple in technology going up today as well. 3 days in a row it goes up. So nice W pattern here. Apple 90, 192, 195. That's going to be the level that I'm looking for reversal. Amazon $1.84 up. Meta $7.32 up. So I believe Meta just hit the all-time high. No, it didn't. But yeah, it's kind of like a challenging at the top. Pretty close to new all-time high. Microsoft new all-time high today. So 398, a nice move to the upside. Microsoft is pretty good right now, good shape, but this is kind of like an overbought, and we should see some kind of like a consolidation for the next move higher. Moving on to Google just a nice pop today, not a bad session at all. 146. So Google still have room to go to challenge the top. So still lots of indexes and stocks are getting into their top 2021-22, which is good in technology words. But I will show you there are lots of stocks that are just beating down aggressively, and they can't just go above their SMA 50. So I will show you some of them probably in next videos or charts. Netflix coming down today, $2.36. It doesn't follow the market today. Tesla coming back up a bit. So Tesla still in a bear momentum. So momentum was not that strong, just 31 cents up. Not a bad session. Still looking for Tesla 178, 189 as a buying opportunity. The rocket start today was for semiconductor. Actually, that was a rocket start for week. So semiconductor, SMH hit the all-time high. NVIDIA, and I believe Lam Research, AMD, they went all to the roof today. So SOX, the same pattern, goes up, new all-time high. So pretty nice move for SOX. Taiwan Semiconductor, actually that was a booster yesterday based on the news. Today just follow-up session. And AMD just rocking to the upside after yesterday's sell-off, new all-time high, then coming back up today as well. This is kind of like an exhaustive move, I should say. There is no shadow, and this is kind of like an exhaustive candle. If semis going back down next week, don't be surprised. This is absolutely parabolic move to the upside. This is the way that AMD is doing usually. So AMD is going to very, very prolonged decline, then sharp move to the upside. Prolonged decline, sharp move. Prolonged decline, sharp move. And right now we are at a sharp move, 90-degree. It can go to prolonged decline afterwards. So if it goes to the prolonged decline, almost for, let's say, 4 months, you shouldn't be surprised. So it can go all the way down here to May, April, and then moving back up again for the next rally. So that's the level that I'm looking for. Nvidia new all-time high. This is stock just hurting me because I short this one, but obviously it hits my trade. Uh, Not a bad deal. Sometimes happens to the market, and some as a trader we have some stop losses. But this is actually today was one of those days that I hurt my trade on the short side. So that was kind of like a short squeeze. I will wrap up with this a loss today, and we'll take the lessons. Right now, NVIDIA is just firing to the upside, 594. Not a bad candle at all. But look at the overall NVIDIA since last September. Look at the move from $100, almost 110, to 594. So this is stock. If it goes bad, it can go bad. Very, very disappointing. So look at that. So this is the way that NVIDIA goes higher. Look what happened after that. This is a nice reverse head and shoulder. NVIDIA right now is hitting the all-time high. Lots of NVIDIA shareholders are happy. I should say this move can end to a very, very big corrective move to the downside, right? So still bullish momentum is there, but if it goes down, it can be very, very aggressive. Texas Instrument, one of the best one actually in my idea, going up. So Texas hit 173. Lam Research, new all-time high today. A pretty nice stock, this one, 826. This one is going very well. So I like this stock. This is, I know this is parabolic. If it gives us a corrective move, we will buy this one as well. Moving on to financials, XLF, nice reversal actually this week. So after this breakout to the downside, coming back up, uh, seems like market again, they're paying attention to the financials. KBE, large cap bank ETF, going back up. I don't know if it's going to be just the breakout or beginning of the breakout, but this is pretty nice bull flag though, so I like this one. Moving on to KRE, which is a small regional banks. So this one as well, the same pattern like a KBE. This one goes down to this demand area, nice touch coming back up. So this is pretty good. JP Morgan coming back up again. Goldman Sachs, $5.29 to the upside. Bank of America, 49 cents. Nice reversal for Bank of America. And Wells Fargo, this one, $1.68 to the upside. Pretty sharp move to the upside for Wells Fargo. I think this is going to be a good pivot for Wells Fargo. Moving on to the gold miners, holding up for now, GDX. They are disappointing. Anyway, if you want to slice and dice it, they are very, very disappointed. They are far away or far behind from gold price. I should say they're very, very undervalued. If you want to invest for long term, this is going to be the area that I'm looking at. Gold miners, GDXJ. This one is coming up today, just 13 cents. Not a bad session. Finding out the bottom here, AEM, 19 cents up. Doji bar. Still, this area could be kind of like a potential pivot here. Newmont coming up, coming down today, actually, 4 cents. Newmont is weak. This is very, very weak one. Franco-Nevada, 5 cents down today. 107.59. That's the end for Franco-Nevada, but still, I'm looking for kind of like a move to the upside. If it goes above this trend line, I should say, let me just draw a trend line here. So if it goes above this trend line, I should say the move is going to be very, very interesting to 120 to 128. A gold barrick coming up today as well, 8 cents up. Not a bad session for gold barrick after this sharp move to the upside, downside. Still, this pivot is going to be important, $15 gold barrick. Moving on to the energy stocks. Coming up today, kind of like showing a sign of reversal, XLE, XOP, the same pattern here. So it's kind of like a showing small reversal is coming, possible scenario, OIH coming back up, Exxon, a 15 cents up, not a bad session, and Chevron, this one as well. So this one is coming back up, 142, 24. That's the area that I'm looking for as like a move to the upside, 150, but potentially it can go down. Still, I'm looking for kind of like a bearish momentum for these stocks, which can give us a great buying opportunity, I should say. I'm waiting for them. All right, I believe I covered everything. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and have a good one. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.